As part of his strategy to engage Nigerians on the policy agenda of the APC-led government, some of the federal ministers participated in the FGN town hall meeting at the South-South region in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. It was an opportunity for leaders in the various spheres of the region to express their concerns, ask questions, and also raise certain burning issues.
When the president traveled out of this country, he told us, when he was asked, he said he would devote development to 95% of the zone that voted him into office and 5% to the other zone. How can we be convinced that the 2016 budget is not fashioned after ensuring that that presidential directive is implemented? Because we also want to know, when would contractors be mobilized to go to the project in the south?
This is a zone that produces the resources of this current administration. And it's something that is appalling, and I feel it is not the right thing.
In their response, the ministers for Budget and National Planning, State for Petroleum and Transportation reassured stakeholders of the commitment of the Buhari administration to transforming the economic landscape of the South-South region.
Somebody made a statement that the president intends to deal only with those who voted for him, and that those who voted for him are getting more than those who did not vote for him. If that was his intention, Akwa Ibom did not vote for him, but he put an Akwa Ibom son as the Minister for Budget. So is it through us that he would be intending to do that? He intends to be fair to the whole country.
Now, President Yar'Adua, what we are doing with President Yar'Adua, who is a northerner, by the way, is that we want, as oil-producing states, to have two projects. He asked us for projects. We want coastal railway and coastal road. And he agreed. And all of us said the way to do it is to take it to each state capital. So it started from Calabar. Calabar is the state capital of Cross River State. To Uyo. Uyo is the state capital of Akwa Ibom. Then we didn't negotiate for Aba, but thank God they put Aba. We said from Uyo to Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is the state capital of Rivers. From Port Harcourt to Yenegua. Yenegua is the state capital of Bayelsa. We say from Yenegua to Benin. Benin is the state capital of Edo. From Edo, from Benin to Asaba. That's what we refer to as coastal railways. What are the benefits? Now, it did not only start from Calabar to Uyo. It went to Aba because of the trade. They considered the business of Akwa Ibom people and Cross River State people to Aba. So instead of going straight to Port Harcourt, which for me would have made more economic sense for me from Rivers, they took it to Aba and brought it to Port Harcourt to accommodate both the Rivers people who do business in Aba and the Akwa Ibom and Cross River people who do business in Aba. Now from Aba, it went to Yenegua. Yenegua to Otuoke. And we brought it back from Otuoke to Yenegua. Yenegua to Uweli. You know Uweli? From Uweli to Warri. From Warri to Sapele. From Sapele to Benin. From Benin to Abo. From Abo to Asaba. From Asaba to Onitsha. Has the federal government not covered every part of South-South? Then from Benin, we go to Ore to Ijebode, Ijebode to Shagamu, Shagamu to Lagos. So that's why it's named Coastal Railway.
Any facility that is placed in the South-South, we should work towards developing it. I don't care the circumstances under which we are placed. It is not my position to determine whether land was valued at 19 or 10 million or 3 million. The appropriate institutions, which are the court systems, will determine that. That has nothing to do with development of the infrastructure. And as far as I know, so much has already gone into that property. So much fiscal assets have been developed. We're not going to throw away the baby with the bathwater. We'll deal with the issues, but the university will be developed. If it doesn't want it in maritime, I will take it in petroleum. Issue of negotiation, again, I disagree with him. There's no theater in the world where conflicts have been resolved through battles. It doesn't matter who is right, who is wrong. I have two main objectives in this portfolio. One is to present production, generate the revenue, because if we don't, all the things we're talking about here is just a joke. And I believe that massively bombing a territory is what's going to capitulate solutions never works. Because at the end of the day, you live with the effects of that destruction. And that is probably what has caused most of the problems in the world today. So I will explore, and this is not an issue of weakness. The military strength of this country is not in doubt. And I think if anybody doubts that, you should see what has happened to Boko Haram. But we'll first discuss, we'll first negotiate. If it doesn't work, we'll know what to do. But I've not seen any evidence that the avenues for negotiations have closed. I think we're making very dramatic progress, and I would like to push those frontiers. Since we came into a position, the government has not allocated any block of petroleum. The president has not put any emphasis on that at all. He says we need to correct the mess before we begin to think of giving advantages. On the contrary, his emphasis is that there should be no favors. Take the right decisions, be able to defend your decisions, and if you do wrong, be able to be held accountable for it. And that is a major change, and that speaks for me the volumes that I need. Right now, we are finalizing the IPP project with Mobil, which will produce 500 megawatts of power. We're finalizing the gas pipeline, which will enable us to take gas from production fields back to those. And on the back of that, a major investor is also coming, working with NMPC, to try and develop some facilities within that, including a methanol plant. The total investment value of this investment is over $7 billion. That is almost in the kitty. It's been approved by the president. It's being worked in terms of the contracting aspects. So there are major investments coming your way by virtue of the fact of the peace that you enjoy here, the fact of the fertility of this area to a reception of people for investment in the oil sector, and the fact that Mobil, for example, which has been here for very many years, has continued to say very positive things in terms of what the experiences they've had here. And by the way, the Mobil investments here are 60% owned by the government of Nigeria. So there is a massive physical federal presence in the oil sector here. All I urge you to do is to please maintain the peace, raise your voices in unison to condemn violence in this sector, and help us grow the field so that benefits will come to you, your children, my children, and our children's children. Thank you very much.
Despite the tensions and hostilities, the federal government has a daunting task of implementing an inclusive socioeconomic policy that will impact the Niger Delta.